Anyo, friend to is Anyo. This is the Anyo, friend to is show. I'm eating food because I am allowed to eat whatever I want, whenever I want to. No one can tell me what I can or can't do based on a contract. At least not my personal life. I just got a pool day and I'm hungry. I still have some omakases or some vape, but I'm totally out of flour and I need to go to Bayside. And I need to finish studying. This stupid rap one will stop yelling at me. It's about fucking time. Stupid. Focus. That's my extra hurt hand. Basically, someone was answering questions stupid and being a dick face. And Steve Harvey was like, "You can't do that on my fucking show. It's about fucking time." Like I'm telling you, all this shit is happening because there's no adults anymore. Everyone's being retarded. Everyone's being retarded. So the kids who are now 30-something years old are acting retarded and I think that's the normal shit because they've been around fucking retarded adults like Dan Schneider their whole fucking life. Look, P. Diddy's just not cool. He wasn't cool. I hung out with older kids when I was a kid, and none of them thought P. Diddy was ever cool. By the time I was old enough to where P. Diddy finally started like being in charge of shit, I was like, what a loser. That guy's a poser. He hangs out with kids. Cool people don't hang out with young people until they're like 80. That's because everyone else is dead. There's no one left. I'm so full. What? God, we have to fucking do this now. Oh look, someone who made a random, someone made a random account of me. Now they're following 4 people. All right. When I say shit, like you run the numbers. Like it became language models and shit like that. But before you could like make scripts and like roll the dice scripts and whatnot. You know, like for GURPS. And you're like, okay, if I was a douchey, twatty simp, what would be my characteristics? And one of the things that I came up with was do an appendage of the Lorna Doone thing, and like only if me and the other persons have the liked tweets, if me and the other person's faces are next to each other. Oh, my tummy. But that was literally just some bullshit that the AI script thingamajiggy I was fucking around with, using things like cool to like pull words off of web pages, said that would be what would work, and it did. I don't actually care about that shit. The power of reading books when everyone else is a retard. This is just like that reboot episode where Enzo wants to be smarter than everyone else, and instead of him getting better, everyone else gets worse. Stephanie, who in their right mind would do something like this? And you joined last month. Anyways, you are not successful either, you unemployed man who wants to use taxpayers' money because you are lazy. Instead of ruining someone else's life with all your pointless lies, just find a decent job if they will accept you. I already called you up for intervention. Thank you for sharing. It's what they say in Alateen. Failure, first name. Nobody, first name. Clout chasing, first name. Ghetto use trash, first name. Geriatric bum at 40, first name. That one didn't come from me, but I believe it's true. Ha ha ha. That's nice, dear. It looks like I'm making your blood pressure boil. Hopefully you'll get stroke because of it. Ha ha ha. That's why I'm responding to you. I don't care. Look, I told my dad a long time ago to stop eating all the bullshit he was eating and to like... I still think my dad got a stroke on purpose so he'd have an excuse to not work anymore. It looks like I'm making your blood pressure boil. Hopefully you'll get a stroke because of it. Ha 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 ha. That's why I'm responding to you. Or might as well focus on making AI about your love story with Diddy and Rick Tosser and go back to the Bahamas. My passport does not have any Bahama stamps. Random AI picture. No, let's do... Fight the power. Hack the planet. You guys want to know why everything is so massively pervy? And only during the 80s it wasn't pervy. And because it wasn't pervy, they tried to kill everyone who was making it not pervy. As soon as Reagan was part of them, he was just like, I guess, playing the game the way Gordon B. Hinckley was just to get into power. I guess the way they taught me to. They take you, look, anyone who's been to Mormon bullshit, you know what I'm talking about. Once you like reach a certain level, they're like, we've been invited to the High Priest Quorum, and they take you in there and they give you all the secret thingies and they give you the secret assignments and all that bullshit. And if you haven't been there, it's because you quit too early and all that bullshit. And then what I think happens is after that, everyone just starts going, and it's like Think of it like a sphere in Final Fantasy X. When you finish the Titus ones, you can go on to the Orin ones, or the Kamari ones, or the Waka ones. Most people go from the dark shit to from the light shit to the dark shit. I was like, I'm done. I was like, he told me the best thing, literally, like the head of what I thought was the church, who turned out to be the head of everything else, told me the best thing for me to do after I finished all my initiations was to do nothing. He was like, if you don't want to do it our way, the best thing to do is to do nothing. I was like, that makes no sense, but okay, you're the leader for a reason. And then I did nothing for like 20 years, and everyone else just got more corrupt and got less capable over time. And because I did nothing, and for lack of a better term, when my covenants kick in, I'm ready to go because it's 2001 to me still. That's why I tell you, like, Mormon bullshit has got to be something with time portals. That's all it really is. It's like a hidden time portal magic. And you can't convince me that killing people isn't some kind of initiation ritual to becoming the head of the Mormon church. It's like, you have to kill the old head, because Nephi did that for Laban and Lemuel and all that bullshit. Anyways, so how come everything the Democrats say that, and the Democrats were taken, John F. Kennedy was a Democrat and they assassinated him. Okay? Abraham Lincoln was a Republican and they assassinated him. It's just like Final Fantasy VIII. Ultimecia, the sorceress, takes on different bodies and swaps out. That way, you can control everything behind the scenes. Galbadia was the good guys with Laguna. They beat Esther, the bad guys, who are the sorceress. Then, everyone's mad at Esther. The sorceress invades Galbania through Cypher and all that bullshit. Now, they're the bad guys, and Esther's the good guys. Back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. How does that happen? Okay. This was the governor of Virginia when everything in Virginia was becoming shitty. Why is his interest in pediatrics? Why would someone who's blackface, Ku Klux Klan, which is very democratic, by the way, he was a Democratic governor of Virginia, be interested in the military, children medicine, and basically he's talking about old dudes being drunk are better than doctors. That sounds like, that's not outright pervy, but like you can kind of be like, man, that kid shouldn't be around. That dude shouldn't definitely be a pediatrician. Okay? Mike Pence is trying to have this removed from the internet. Please share this to piss him off. That's Mike Pence. That's Mike Pence before he became a politician. That's the vice president under Bush. I mean, under Trump. Okay? Do you see how corrupt the system is? Do you see how corrupt the system is? Okay? I am not making this up. Okay? I wasn't even trying to I didn't even want to smoke weed when I was younger. Okay? They basically loaded up the plates with 700 pounds and broke my back because they were trying to win some ribbon, and I was 15 years old. And I was like, wow, all the medicine they give me is basically heroin and shit like that. I'd rather just smoke these plants. That makes my pain go away. And I got in trouble for that. Okay? And then I went to church to do all the Mason Mormon bullshit things that I didn't even give a fuck about. I just didn't want to go to jail. Okay? And then I got to do all these temple ceremonies, and I met the prophet. I met the prophet. Hosanna, 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 shaking the handkerchief. And he gave me the keys to the kingdom and all that bullshit. And what the keys really mean is everyone's a fucking pervert, so we need you to pretend to be a pervert. That way you can catch all these dumb motherfucking perverts. And I didn't want to do it. I did not want to do it, and that was the only way they would clean up my fucking record. Why is everyone in our leaders and politicians massive perverts? Cyberpunk, you don't go anywhere. You don't do anything. They're all perverts. You don't want to come to the special barbecue thingy with a politician from the thing? No, he's a fucking pervert. Well, you came to the party. Yeah, I had the hacking phone to gather all the information to give it to the right people. And why aren't you arrested yet? Stephanie, use your fucking words. Stop yelling at me about stupid bullshit. I tell you you're in over your head, and you're like, well, I'm going to spend more of his money and yell at him more because I'm a cunty twat in Korea, and if he doesn't put up my bullshit, then I'll just get older and yell at him more. You're fucking retarded. Just calm the fuck down. Fucking retarded. Why am I spending money to go out and get food made by other bitches when you could be making my own food? I don't give a fuck. Whatever your plans are, why aren't you making me food? It's that simple.